Everyone, welcome back to Mamta Nipal tutorial. And guys, in this video we're going to start a new chapter number 16, and the name of the chapter is Garbage In and Garbage Out. This is the last chapter of class 6 of science book. Okay, what is the garbage? So to understand this chapter you should first understand what is the garbage, or what we called it as rubbish also, which we throw in our everyday life. What, like from the homes we produce lot of waste, which is domestic waste, and we put it in the dustbins. Or from we can collect the garbage from the schools or shops. Okay, all these have their own type of garbage which we produce. Like in office there are some different kind of garbage, and from homes there are different kind of garbage which we put it in the dustbin. Okay, mostly what is this garbage consist of is the wrapping material. Okay, mostly one is the domestic waste, which we can say that the cooking or any waste, or just we can say that the peels of fruits or peels of vegetables. These are the one example, and other is the wrapping materials. Okay, wrapping materials, like if we brought some grains from the market, or we brought some pulses from the market, or we can say biscuit. Okay, what is all they made up of, or the wrapping material of all these product are the plastic bags. Okay, the plastic bags, or maybe we can say that, like if we brought some cold drink, so it can be of tin. So all these are the wrapping materials, and these wrapping materials, we use those grains or pulse or biscuit, we eat them, and after that we throw this as a waste in the dustbin. Okay, what else? Like mostly we eat groundnuts. Okay, during in the winter season, this is very common for in Indian culture mostly. Like we eat groundnuts and we throw the shells in the public places. Okay, like in the buses, if we are eating in the buses, or if we are eating it in the trains, so we throw that groundnut shells in those public places. Or we can say that what we are doing here, we are making mash of the garbage, or we can producing the garbage. Or we throw the tickets after the use of it, or we get off the bus, then we throw the tickets. So these also we are creating the garbage. Or if we are writing on a paper, and if we not satisfied with it, what we do, we throw or tear off the sheets or the paper, or throw it. So what is this? We are creating garbage of it. What else garbage? Like domestic waste is the major component of the waste which we see in our daily lives. The domestic waste, like the broken toy. If we have a broken toy at home, we throw it in the dustbin. If we have a cold clothes, okay, these are also the waste. Or any old shoe or any slipper which is broken, so all these we put it in the dustbin or throw it out. Okay, so sometime we can use these garbage. Okay, so garbage is not every time it is not unuseful. Sometime it is useful, or we can make it useful. Okay, so there are some process from which we can make it useful and unharmful to us, which is not harmful to us. So because for this, our prime minister of India also has launches. Like what his launches are Swachh Bharat mission. Okay, what is this? Like normally what the Indian people do, they defecate in the open area. Okay, defecation in the open area. So to protect, or we can say that to stop this open defecation, the Indian prime minister has launched a mission which is Swachh Bharat mission, and due to that we can make our India free from open defecation. Okay, and on which day it is launched? So the date is 2 October 2019. So this is the important thing which you need to remember for TGT Natural Science. They can ask you like when the PM minister our prime minister has launches the Swachh Bharat mission. Okay, so what else, how we can deal, okay, how we can deal with the garbage. So dealing with the garbage is the main important concept. Now how we can do that, we can do it with the help of our safai karamchari, safai karamcharis. Okay, what are they came to our house and collect our garbage. Okay, collect garbage, and they put that garbage in the truck. Okay, any truck, they carry that garbage in the truck and put and take it to the landfill area. Okay, this is the area which is very empty and there is nothing around it. So they put that in the landfill area, and here they separate the substance from this. So the substance which can be reused is put in a separate area, and the substance which cannot be used, they put them in a different section. Okay, so here what they do, they do the separation of the substance. Now what we can do, the components which is not able to use, we cannot use, or we can say that the non useful components we separated out, and we can spread it on the landfills, spread over the landfill area. Okay, so what we have done, like the safai karamchari bring that garbage from our homes, and they separated the garbage into two forms. One is the reuse form, and other which is not able to reuse, we cannot use it again. So non useful components they separated, and then they spread the non useful component on that landfill area. Okay, so one day they have separate here, another day here, third day they will separate here. So there will be a time when there is the landfill will be covered. Okay, so the landfill will completely full. So at that time what we can convert, we can convert that landfill into a park. Okay, or a playground. Okay, so we can convert that into a park or playground, because we cannot use next 20 years we cannot use or build any building on that area. Okay, we cannot construct any building on that area because it is not safe. So that's why we do not waste that landfill area, we will use it as a park or playground area. Okay, so this is how the non useful components are used and help them to make a park or a playground. So what about the useful components, what we have separated? So that useful component are converted or make composed out of it. Okay, so there will be the area near to the landfill area, there will be a factory, and that factory will help us to make the compost. Okay, the substance which is useful for us, they bring to that factory, and that factory will help us to make it as compost of it. Okay, so the substance which can rot, okay, the substance which can able to rot, that substance will use as to make the manure into it. Okay, so we make the manure, and these manures are very helpful for the plants to grow quickly or to get all the nutrition. So the any component, so we can say that the any component which has the property of roasting and conversion of some materials into manure. Okay, so anything which we can make them into a manure, that process is known as the composting process. Okay, so the process is known as the composting process. Now what type of dustbin? Okay, you must have seen two type of dustbin, one is the blue color and other is the green color in your normal local areas. So what is the blue color dustbin? Yani that means that we should put plastic waste or metals or glass waste into it. Okay, so we can say that the substance which do not rot, so that substance we put it in the blue dustbin. What about the green dustbin? We collect kitchen all the kitchen, or we can say that the plants or animal waste, any animal waste, any plant waste, we put it in the green area and a green dustbin, and that can be used for the manure purpose. Okay, so they can be used for the manure purpose. Okay, so this is how we can bury them into the soil, and that will helpful for our plants. So this is how we can use the reuse, or we can say that we separated the two substance from the garbage, which is useful and other is the non-useful, and how we can use the useful portion and how we can use the non-useful portion. This is we have already learned. Okay, so now there is another process which we called it as vermicomposting. Okay, so the useful component, how they are converted into the manure. So this is the what the process is. Vermicompost is a method to prepare the compost with the help of red worms. Okay, we use that red worms. Like, first of all, what we do, we dig a pit. Okay, first of all we dig a pit in the soil. The pit should be 30 centimeter deep. Okay, the minimum height should be 30 centimeter. Now make sure that there will no direct sunlight on it, because the red worms do not like hotness or do not like hot weather. So direct sunlight can affect the growth of the red worms, they can die also. So there should be no direct sunlight into it. Next step will be separate, or we can say the spread. Okay, 1 or 2 centimeter thick layer of sand we can spread over it, and there should be a chicken mesh below it. Okay, so what we are doing, we will make a pit in the sand, and here what we do, we will put a chicken mesh under it. Okay, so that these sand or the worms will not come out of it or go into the soil. Okay, so this is what the separation of our manure. So this is the chicken mesh, and on this we will put some sand layer on it. Okay, so this is the layer of sand. What next? We require something to eat for the food for our red worm. So what we can see, we can spread some waste material like the vegetable waste or fruit waste, or we can say the peel of vegetables or fruits, or we can say green leaves. Okay, or any other, like even the newspapers or the dried animal dung also we can use into it. Okay, so we put all those things on that sand here, and next step will be to put sprinkle some water on into it. Okay, so this is what we do. We need to just sprinkle some water. We do not have to give lot of water on this process. No, we just need to sprinkle some water on into it to make that sand little moist. Okay, now do not need to press all these things also. It should be having some airs inside it, so that it will help the growth of the red worm. Okay, now what we do, we add some red worm into it. Okay, now what that red worm will do, they will eat the waste, whatever the waste is we have given to it, like the waste which is the vegetable, fruits, green leaves or dung. All these are the waste which we have put it into that pit, and that is what the red worm will eat. Okay, now the red worm do not have teeth. So from how the red worm will eat, instead of the teeth, they have a structure which is called as a gizzard. Okay, this is the structure which will help them to grind the food particle or the waste which we have already put in the pit. So that grinding process will be done by the organ which is called gizzard, which is present in the red worm. Okay, so they will grind. First of all, they will grind the food and eat the food whatever we have given. Now what after 4 to 5 weeks, what you see that there will be the quantity of the red worms are now increase. So they have replicated, or we can say that reproduction has done in that area, and because of the proper nutrition, proper area, they are growing well, and we will get the more progeny of the red worms in that area. Okay, and that red worms will eat and release the sand which is a manure for us. We can use it directly to the plants, or we can give it to the plants area. Okay, so now what we need to make sure before doing the vermicompost. Okay, so what we can put as a waste into it. So we cannot put salt into it, we cannot use any pickles. Okay, so the waste which is pickle waste, we cannot use it, or any oil or any substance which is made up of or vinegars, we cannot use it as a waste or food for the for our red worms. Or meat or any milk product, we cannot use it, because if we use any of these product, it will cause, or it will create the disease causing small organism in the pit, disease causing small organism in that pit. And because of that, our system or our pit will cause that organism, and that they will make our red worm, make our worms to die. Okay, so this is what they create, some disease to the worms, and that worms will not able to survive into it. What else? Like hot weather or very cold weather, both is not suitable for the red growth of the red worm. They require a temperature which is just a moisture area. Okay, they just require moisture, they do not need very hot or very cold area or temperature to survive. Okay, so these are the things which we need to make sure that we should learn before doing the vermicompost. Now what about the paper? Can we do recycling of paper? Yes, we can do recycling of paper. How? Like we can take some old newspaper or some magazines we can take. Or what else we can take are the some papers. Okay, any paper which is present in our home which is waste for us, we can use them. Or any notebook is present and which is waste for us, we can use any of it. And what we need to do, we make it as a small pieces of it. Okay, we tear them into a small pieces, and that small pieces we dip it into a tub or a bucket into a water. Okay, we take a tub or a bucket and put some water into it, and put the all these small pieces of paper which we tear and make that waste papers. We have used that waste paper, and that waste paper we first tear all these paper into a small pieces, and then put it into the tub or basket, and which have some amount of water into it. Now we can make a paste of this product. All these things we make a paste of it, and now we can spread the waste, or we can say that that wet paste, we can spread it over the wire mesh. Okay, we can use a mesh wire, this is the mesh wire, and we can spread that paste over it evenly. We do not need to make it, the thickness should not be vary from place to place, it should be very clear or very smooth. Okay, so gently we can spread it and make the thickness or level equal. Now drain the water should be drained off by tilting that mesh area. Here we can say that all the water will drain off from one portion. Now we need to remove it from the frame. okay, the frame which we have used, that mesh, so that mesh we will remove that paper after we can say that drying that paper. After the drying we can remove that frame and use it as a recycled paper. So the recycled paper is ready to use. And if we use some color in this step, okay, in this step while making the paste of that pieces, we can use some color into it, and as the result we can get a colored paper as a recycled paper. Okay, so this is how we can recycle our paper also. So one last concept is that what is plastic, and is a plastic a boon or a curse, or a curse. So it depend on us how we are using the plastic. Mostly the plastic itself might not create any problem to us, okay. Mostly the problem is created by the plastic by using it very excessively. When we use plastic in an excessive manner, we can create some problem, or we can say that when we ignorant about the throwing away, or we can say that the disposing of the plastic waste, if we are ignoring those points, then we can say that the plastic is a curse to us. Like normally what we do, the cooked food, we store that cooked food in a plastic bag, okay, which is harmful for our health. We should not do that. So it is harmful for us. Whereas we use the plastic, sometime what we do, like to get rid of the plastic, we heat that plastic, or we can say that burn that plastic, and that will create some kind of cause some gases which is coming out that plastic, which is very harmful, and that will create some health problems also, okay. And sometimes what we do, people often fill the garbage into the plastic bag and throw it away. Or the ruminants, or we can say that the stay animals which live on the street, that animal will eat in the search of food. They get that bags, the polythene bags which contain the food. So in the search of food, they will eat whole product, like all the product including that plastic bag also, and that will cause the death, or the stray animal will die due to it, okay. So this is what the plastic will curse to us. Or sometime we can say that if we throw plastic in the drainage, and that plastic will block it, okay. So it can block all the full or complete the sewage system. It can block or choke complete sewage system. So because it cannot be we cannot rot the plastic, or it cannot be degradable. So that's why it will cause or blockage in the sewage system if we put it in the drain directly. So how we can deal with the plastic? By first thing is the minimize use of plastic is a very good example, okay. So this is what we can do, the minimize use of plastics, okay. What else we can do? We can reuse the plastic bags, okay. If you have used this plastic bag, want to bring some product, you can wash that bag and use for the other, bringing the other product also. So we can reuse the plastic bag, and this is how we can minimize the waste of plastic. What else? We can insist the shopkeepers to put the use the paper bags instead of plastic bags. We can do that also. What else we can use? We can we should not store any eatables in the plastic bags. So we can minimize the use of plastic. This is also a way we can use it. Or we should not throw the plastic in the public place or any place, or we can say that if we eat any item which is present in the plastic bag, we should not throw it on the public place, okay, or any drainage system. So that can cause problem to our sewage system also. Okay, or we should not burn the plastic, that will create some gases, or it will produce some harmful gases which will harmful for our body or our health. Okay, we can use the recycled paper. Okay, so paper, if we are wasting the paper also, that will also cause some wastage or create the garbage in our surrounding more. So what we can do, we can use the paper which is recycled paper. Okay, what else, if we have a sheet, so we should write on both the side of the sheet, like front side as well as back side, both the side. Or if you want to do the rough work, you can use the slate instead of the paper. So this will minimize the use of the paper, and the waste of the paper will can be reduced. Okay, what else we can do, the main important thing is the proper disposing. Okay, proper disposing of different kind of waste is what we need to require. So how we can dispose the plastic material, how we can dispose the domestic materials or domestic garbage or waste. So this is how, if you know the proper disposal of that waste, you can reduce the pollution and the garbage from our surrounding. So this is what all in this chapter, guys. I hope all the concepts are clear. If you have any doubt, please ask me in the comment box, and if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe my channel. And thank you guys for watching this video.